Thank you, guys. I'm very glad to see you today on our first Agile Talks meeting. As Magda said, this is new initiative of Agile community on site, and actually we have created it to provide people with the space where experienced professionals can share their practical experience of applying Agile tools and practices. So today, our first time, so sorry for some mistakes from our side. And we will be very appreciate you for support and for your feedback. And today, we will talk about retrospective. I would like to start from the question to you. How do you think, is retrospective imported only like a Scrum framework event, or maybe it is available for in another life area? Very short answer from your side will be great. Можно по-польску?
In all areas of our life. It's good to have feedback and retro.
Mm-hmm.
It's great in private life, retro with family. It's a thing to do.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you so much for your answers. So, of course, the retrospective is only event in Scrum framework. Of course, it is a highly beneficial practice in any approach of product development, project development, and in personal life as well. Because if person wants to develop and grow, if organization wants to improve everything and grow, the analysis of previous period of time, some lesson learnings, etc., really help to become better. But today we will talk more about Scrum retrospective and retrospective. We will talk about retrospective in terms on in perspective how we can use this event for improving our processes, improving our teamwork, improving our company. Okay. So let's start. I think I will share my screen with you. And 1 second, I have 2 screens here. And sometimes I lost my mouse. Okay, so can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see.
Great. Okay, so I prepared for you today my experience about conducting retrospective, about facilitation of retrospective. So time to time, I use this event for different type meetings with the team for improving not only processes, for improving teamwork, for improving mood, team spirit, etc., etc. So I will share with you this experience. And we will start from the regular retrospective. By the way, I prepared the very simple structure for all types for clearing understanding, and maybe you will use this structure in your future preparation retrospective. So when we conduct regular retrospective, when we follow usual process, for instance, after completing sprint, the goal of this type of retrospective is the team needs to analyze last period of time, for instance, sprint, yes, and understand what can be improved. That's obvious. And facilitation tool, which we can use, I think you all know them, based on the structure MET, SET, GLAD, idea, something like this. And, I would like to share with you good resources. It is not advertising, but I use this resource, Fun Retrospective, because it is very, it gives a very wide vision of all processes of all event, not only retrospective, but I think it will useful for you. Please, you can use it. And what about outcomes? Outcomes. It is a list of action points, and I suggest you don't create a lot of them. 3, maximum 5 points will be enough. Okay, so I have a question, by the way, here. How do you think, is it valuable to use such format for every time? Maybe if you plan to start working on the new product, on new big features or something new, is it valuable to use this format? How do you think? Maybe another format of retrospective. Please share your knowledge. Guys.
I think it depends how mature the team is within Agile framework. In my opinion, when the team is just new or quite young with Agile way of working, the same way of doing the retrospective for site sometime is giving them the space to get the feeling about this retrospective and creates the quite safe space to do, because this is a retrospective can be quite tough for people who really don't like to going out of the comfort zone. So in my opinion, this regular, the same way of working retrospective every time for, let's say, couple of sprints creates this the feeling that they feel space to talk and they feel safe. So this is giving the safety. But when the team is working together really long within Agile and they know each other quite well and the mature is quite high, then I think it's better to change the way how the retrospective looks like. That's my opinion.
Thank you so much. Good opinion. I agree with you. And today we will try to look at event called Retrospective on different side. And you're right. Yes, I understand what you're talking about. But look, maybe we can look on the retrospective on another side. Do you know about futurespective? It is something the same, but has some differences. Let's figure out with it. So, futurespective, you can use the time for regular retrospective for the futurespective when we are on the brink of something new, of the new stage of the product, of the new major features, or something which we need to understand. And the goal, by the way, here can be discuss long-term goals, how we can see them, yes, and how the best to go toward them. and what can help us, actually, what risk and problems may arise, etc. So we can look at the future and try to image what actually will go on. And tools for this type of retrospective of event, okay, you can find on the Fun Retrospective as well. And facilitation needs to help create an ideas and visions for the future, And interesting that outcomes from this event can be like risk mitigation plan, for instance. List of action points, and action points can be like create new environment for development, create new environment for testing, maybe create some kickoff meetings with management team, etc. So you need to prepare to the future. And it is very valuable when you again when you want to start something new, big part of your product or something like that. So you can use this type time to time. And about next thing. Thank you. Health check. I think you know about health check a lot, because we can do health check of product health check, for instance, team health check, process health check, etc., etc. But here I would like to talk more about team health check. And I conduct the team health check with my team time to time. When I need a team needs to do some screening. When you understand the screening is needed, so you can prepare health check. Again, it can be team health check, product health check, process health check, etc. And the goal of this type of meeting of retrospective determine which the area we have the most, with the areas we have with the most problems, and which area needs to be improved the most. And here the difference is comparing with futurespective, retrospective is in, I will continue this tool, is in the preparation process, because here the more better idea to prepare these some statements or areas or questions for team in advance and give them this list, and your team needs to do voting with the for instance 3 colors of the card: red, orange, and green. And you, for instance, can ask them about code base health, about I don't know, relationship into the team, about do we have some conflicts, how do you think into the team, something like this. And team members need to vote by the card, different colors. And in the end, by the way, here you can find the example of health check, team health check. You can use it. And about outcomes, we get like assessment of the team's process or product health based on team voting. And after this event, you can share the result with the management, with stakeholders, with product owners, with etc., etc., and decide how we need to work on these areas, how we need to improve these areas with the most number of problems. So you can conduct this type of retrospective as well. time to time. Are you tired? Oh, no? We continue. Okay. Okay. Ventilation. You know, I like this and I don't like this on the same time, because it is a very important type of event when you with your team, for instance, on the storming stage in Tuckman model perspective. If you understand that you have a storming, you can conduct ventilation type of a retrospective often. Not every retrospective, I think, but often, and that's okay. And you know, again, when the team is tight, when you can see hiding conflict or something is not right, etc., etc. So you can use this approach for discussing with team the problems. Actually, the goal here: raise conflict topics, discuss pain points, and then find common goals for the team. Something you need to find something that will unite your team. This is the goal here. And you know, it is difficult for Scrum Master, really. And it is really the most of mentally challenging facilitation for Scrum Master. And by the way, I didn't find the tool for facilitation this meeting, but and that's why I prepared for you the my vision. You can use this mechanic for conducting such type of retrospective. I will share with you after our meeting today. And about outcomes. After this meeting, what you need to achieve? The team should feel more free and relaxed, became to the same page. It is very important, and understand that their concerns are important for the company, for the management, and their personal concerns are very important to their team members, etc., etc. You know, and very good if you find something that can unite the people, unite your team. And again, you can use this approach if you have storming state with the team. Okay. And next one, energizing team building. I like this retrospective, but you know, the preparation of facilitation this, it's not so easy, but it is funny when you can conduct such meeting. When can be done before the holidays, for fun, for relax, for again for team building. Yes, and the goal here is rise the mood, the team spirit, relax the team, give participants the opportunity to get to know each other better in informal environment, etc. So use it time to time, not often, but it helps to grow up your team, I think. So use it. Tool. It can be gamification, team building, energizers, and you can find all these things in fun retrospective resource as well. So use it with pleasure. Outcomes. The result, we can achieve that the situation when the guys got to know each other better in informal environment, as I said, made relationship better, etc. And this meeting doesn't finish with a list of action points. So you need to understand that time to time you can finish your retrospective without any action points, and that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry about this. Okay. So we finished with the retrospective like a Scrum event, and I would like to share with you additional type of retrospective. It is retrospective on demand, and we called it with my colleague post-mortem analysis. It's not so funny, but it is very useful and valuable if you have, for instance, some problems, some expedites, incidents or bugs on the production, etc., etc. So you need to do analysis of situation, and actually the goal here to find out what causes of the problem, create a mitigation plan for avoiding such problems in the future. It is important. So we can create a short event, 15-30 minutes. It can be enough, I think, and discuss what happened and try to create mitigation actions for avoiding this problem in the future. Sorry. Okay. So tools for this. Actually, you can use any tools for root cause analysis. I like Fishbone. You can use it. It is it is one of the my favorite tool for such meetings, for such situation. And as for outcomes here, we can create a report, for instance. It's not obvious, but time to time we need to create report like a report according to analysis of the incident. We can create mitigation plan or list of activities for avoiding the same problem in the future, something like this. It depends on situation. So here we finished with the types of retrospective, and we can move forward. 1 second. And I have a question to you guys. Did you face this situation when participants, team members on event, especially on retrospective, don't want to take part in retrospective, avoid these meetings, say that retrospective is the wasting of time, etc., etc.? Did you face with this? Share, please, your pain.
Can I say?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, of course. Usually, it's I faced that issue when we start to implement a framework like a Scrum, because for people it's they not feel sense of some activity like retrospective and other activities, sprint review and other. So, but a little later, when they understand or why it's needs, usually I after that I never see it.
Okay, great. Actually, I will share with you some advices from me, how you can involve people to the process and you can use them. And here I would like to talk more about type of participants, and I hope that this knowledge will help you to involve people better. Yes, and there are 4 type. Maybe there are more, but we are talking about 4 type of a participant. It can be explorer, shopper, vacationer, and prisoner. So I would say from my experience that the most difficult types it's explorer and prisoners, because you need to stop explorers time to time because they took every time, every scene, everywhere, and prisoners don't want to take part and keep silence, etc., etc. But very interesting thing that very often prisoners have the brilliant ideas, and if you involve them to the process, you can get the good ideas, good topics they can rise. So try to involve them. And of course, it is another topic, and it is very big topic, how we can involve people. But I would like to share with you one funny resource here. This is the коло фортуни по-польську, так? You can use it, and such tool can help you to involve people in you can make gamification and involve people, and you can make, for instance, different colors of stickers and write on them the name of participants and push them to give the feedback and to involve the process. Yes, but it depends on situation, depends on you, of course, but you can use this tool and it can help you. Yes, and be careful with the different types of participants and involve them with different approaches, I would say. Okay. So, yeah. And we can continue, but maybe here we can do small step. 1 second. We can do small step, and because I can see we have a bit time, and I can answer maybe 2 or 3 questions if you have them, and we will continue with the facilitation tools, facilitation structure. Maybe you have a question about this part. Guys, are you alive there?
There is no question in the comments section, so I think Zbigniew wants to talk. So
yeah, it's
yes.
about involving people.
I have one, Helena. So how do you know which participant is explorer, vacationer, shopper, and prisoner?
Again, sorry, I lost you. Could you ask me again?
Yes.
First part of question.
How do you know which participant is in which category?
Okay, I got it. First of all, you need to observe. You need to observe several meetings, I think, and you need to spend time for this and understand actually if look, it is actually it is not so difficult, because if you see that one person, for instance, from event to event talk a lot, don't take a word every time, Don't allow another participant to express their ideas, and etc. etc. It is Explorer, it's obvious. And if the person don't want to turn camera, give ideas, create sticker, and so on, and keep silence, it is, I think, prisoners. Yes, and you can find here, by the way, the description of these types. Yes, and these descriptions can help you to do this, to highlight, I would say, these categories. Of course, it can be not so directly, yes, but you can pick up the mood of participants if you will observe carefully, you know. So, did I answer the question?
Yes, thanks. I wonder, would you see it proper to use it as an energizer, right? So put your name in one of the category. How do you feel today on this retrospective?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so we can continue. And I think we all right now here. So I shared with you my experience about type of facilitation, about types of participants. And now I would like to tell you about how actually we can prepare facilitation. Actually, you can use this scheme for all meetings, but especially it will useful for retrospective. Okay, so let's go here. By the way, I have a question to you guys. Do you know something about diamond structure for facilitation meetings? Did you listen about this? Did you face with this structure? Do you know about this? No? Okay, you can Google. You can Google diamond facilitation. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lena says, no, I'm curious. And Zbyszek is nodding his head.
Okay. So why I ask you, you know, when I prepared this meeting, I noted that in the internet there are a lot of information about diamond approach, yes, but it is not all for preparation facilitation. But I would like to share with you several important moments. And I would like to give you the candy wrapper, опакование цукерков, instead the diamond facilitation. So diamond in the middle of this scheme, yes, we have it, but I added some parts here, and I think it is important. So you can use this scheme, and I will share this scheme with you. And what I want to say here, first thing, you need to start meetings not only retrospective, but for retrospective, it is the most important, I think, from check-in. Why this is important? Because you know, people, when people come to your meetings, they can come with the different I don't know, thoughts after another meetings. Maybe they have some problems, or maybe they had conversations, etc., and they can think about another topics. But you, as Scrum Master, needs to switch them to your meeting, and that's why check-in is very important. And don't create very hard check-in. Do it very easy. For instance, I don't know, ask participants comparing last sprint with the weather. You know, I think about this tool, yeah, in one word, only in one. For instance, how do you feel? What do you think about last sprint? And can you compare it with the weather, for instance, cloudy, sunny, rainy, etc., etc. And that's all. That will be enough for switching. Yes. And next thing important, always do a review of action points from the last retro. If you didn't do this list of action points, doesn't matter. You can remember remind the team. For instance, do you remember, guys? We did not create last time action points, so we can continue. But don't forget about action points review. It is important as well from my experience. And after this, you can start with the main part of our retrospective. And here we have 3 zones. I will talk about them a bit. And here we use the main tool, which I talked previously about. So here we can use the main tool like SedMedGlad, etc. You know, so we use it here, and we start from data gathering. For instance, we can propose guys create stickers with their attitudes. I don't know, with their thoughts about last sprints, about the problems, what was well, what was not so well, etc., etc. So here we are gathering the data. Then we need to do clusterization and prioritization, because we need to start from the most important thing, yes, and ask people to do clusters of the all stickers, and using dot voting, for instance. You can do priorities of these clusters, not stickers. After this, we can start discussion. And here the team start to talk about their concerns, problems, etc., and it is a grown zone, yes. And you as Scrum Master needs to be very, how would say, on the one hand, you need to have good level of empathy. On the other hand, you need to stop them because you don't have a lot of time, yes, and help the team to come to the next zone, to the convergent zone, with the with their problems, yes, but propose them to look at the problem on the other hand, from the perspective of what we can do with this, how we can impact on this, etc., etc. So you need to provide this talk with the team, you know. And after this, of course, you can generate ideas, action plans. Here you can see it, and finish the main part. Yes, but you know, from my experience, when team discussed first, second, maybe third point, yes, they discussed all. So don't worry about spending a lot of time for first and second, for instance, clusters, for first and second problems. That's okay. So usually they discuss all during discussion first ones. Okay, so that's okay. And finish your retrospective with checkout, because it is important for you. Ask, give the feedback, give the opinion about, I don't know, about how it was conducted, and maybe you can ask about energy level of guys. Yes, before, for instance, comparing before event, before retrospective, and after, something like that. It depends on. And what I want to say here additionally about your action points, this is important as well. You can create two type action points. So you can create action point like a direct action points, which will be on team controls. And you can understand that you created action point which team can't impact. So how you can work with such a type of action points? For instance, you can create a point like meet with management and clarify this one, or inform management about this one, involve our product owner to this process, do some spikes, etc., and maybe you will achieve some results. You will have information for future discussion, and after this your team will have impact on these processes and so on. So pay attention with this and and be happy. Okay, so it seems that's the last my screen, and I can pass my word to Magda. Magda, are you here?
And I'm here as well. Thank you, Helena. That was, at least for me, that was very inspiring. And I like your candy wrap. That was really nice. I will remember that, probably forever. Hopefully I'll be able to use it at some point. So now it's up to you guys. If you have any questions or any comments or any feedback to Helena, I'm just gonna leave you the space now. So, anything?
I will try to here. Ask questions, guys, here.
Don't be afraid, because as we've mentioned in the beginning, we are testing this formula today. This is the first time we're doing this kind of webinar. So yes, Magdalena Gawenda, you can speak.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to share. Can you hear me? Is there an echo?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
I actually just wanted to share something about the team health check. So in my company, in my previous company, we used to do the squad health check based on the Spotify method. And I have a link if I can share with you guys.
Great.
It's genius. It's prepared for you on a Miro board. So I'll share it in the chat here. And one thing that I found that's really important in these squad health checks is to do them on a quarterly basis and to look at a trend, not to just look at one instance, just to look at it for a longer period of time. And I'd be careful about going to management with just one one iteration of it, because it's really difficult to tell. Sometimes people don't understand the questions. And also the squad health check is just the first meeting you have after you figure out where your sickness is or where your, weaknesses are. You need to get to work and you need to find a way to fix those, to bring that medicine to the squad. So that's just my little advice from my experience.
Great. Thank you so much. I like health check as well. And
Thank you, Magdalena. That was brilliant. Yeah, and please remember there's no stupid, silly questions today. So as well, if you have any experiences, anything, be brave. Speak to us.
Today we have vacationer type of participants.
Hello, this is Lena. And I actually can't think of any questions right now because I have not led any retrospective yet. I have participated in some as a team member. I just wanted to give feedback to Helena. And this is, well, the first time also for you in this formula. So, of course, for me. And I just very much appreciated your style and the way you talk about retrospectives. It's less scary and more valuable than some may fear, especially if team is new to Scrum or if team is maybe reluctant to such types of meetings, because some may think that it's a waste of time because it is not about technical topics. So it was very useful for me to present to the team how we can all benefit from it, and it was very nicely presented in a very friendly atmosphere that I would like to create on my teams as well.
Great, thank you. And guys, by the way, when you start work with the team, like on the scratch maybe, or you don't have very big level of team maturity, agile maturity, okay? You can start from something easy. That's okay. Don't create big facilitation with a lot of pictures, something like this. Yes, like my today, because they can be not ready for this, and be careful with such things. But I would say that maybe the most important thing with the retrospective, when you always work on the action points. If guys looked at everything which they discussed and everything which they created will solved, will discussed, etc., etc., they will involved in the retrospective better and better. So you need to keep your attention on the action points because it is very important, and involved people to be responsible for action points. It is important as well. Lena.
Yeah, sorry, if we have time, I actually thought of one question.
Yes.
And thank you for the advice. I will keep that in mind because I'm just about to hold my first retrospective, so very useful. And my question is, could you give some short story of the biggest challenge you had maybe during some retrospective and how you approached it? Because for sure it's not always going to go smoothly, and maybe we can learn how we can solve some problems with the team. I'm talking about soft skill problems, communication maybe, or something.
Yes, of course. I faced with some time to time. I faced with different problems, First of all, it can be problems when we start a new team, and I need to explain team and demonstrate the team the importance of events. Yes, and I remember that I faced it several times with the statement from team leads, for instance, that retrospective is waste time. We don't. We spend time for blah 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 instead do coding, etc., etc. You know, and again, you need to be patient in these questions and work on the improvements. If your team will, if your team see this improvement, they will involved in all processes better. And if, as for my fails, maybe, you know, I remember that I got feedback about very complicated retrospective, and that's why I am talking about this here. Yes, because my team didn't be ready to work with different colors of cars, etc., etc. You know. Don't give the team very complicated retrospective. I think it is one of the most important point for preparation. And yes, time to time I face with different such things, but for me it's common things now. So yes, that's okay. So that's okay. You need to use all time, all meetings for improving something, for I don't know, for something valuable. I would say, don't spend time. Don't waste time.
Yes, thank you very much.
Now, just before I will give voice to Adam, who wants to ask a question, I suppose. We'll see. First of all, I would like to just mention that in the comments, we are leaving a survey for you. Please fill it out. It will help us a lot. And the other part is Zbyszek is sharing another tool. Where can you find the link to Miro, Kasia? It will be in the LinkedIn event, the one that brought you here today. So that should be very easy.
Yes,
Right,
I will
now
share.
off to
I'm sorry, Magda. I will share with you presentation, and there you can find all structures, links, etc.
Right. So, Adam, what did you want to say?
Yeah, I have a quick question. So we had a retro already, but some of the team members had, let's say, shitty experience, really bad experience from the previous companies, personal attacks, such games during the retrospective, and such members were purely the prisoners in there. And I'm curious, how would you approach such people? Because for me and my Scrum Master, it was pretty difficult to convince them to join and actively participate in the retro.
Okay, so if I understood you right, so they had bad experience with the retrospective and all processes, correct? Or
Yeah, life of hell. The worst I could imagine.
the same recept, you know. I understand this. Yes, I faced with, especially with team leads who had bad experience, and the worst in this situation is the when such people have big impact on the team, and they talk about wasting time for, I don't know, retrospectives, pre-interview, etc. It is really difficult, first of all, for Scrum Master. But anyway, you can find support from management side. Maybe it can help you. And again, you can use old tool for this. Propose them. Let's try, guys. We need to try this one and this one, and give them step by step the new tools. Don't worry about this. You're a good Scrum Master. Everything is okay. So propose them small steps. And after some time, you can achieve good result with the team, with such people. And on the other hand, what I did with such people, I proposed them to some responsibility. For instance, if it's possible, of course, propose them to conduct meeting next time. Okay. It works well, really. Propose them conduct, I don't know, maybe not retrospective, but I don't know, planning session, or maybe daily, or maybe something like that. But in the end, you can do one-on-one meeting and discuss what was well, what was not so well, and etc., and discuss the goal, why you need to do this one, why you need to use this approach, something like that. So it depends on situation, but you need to do small steps in working with such people. So
Yeah, cool.
It is difficult.
Yeah, definitely, it was pretty difficult. But
Yes.
yeah, basically seems that you listed at least some of the steps we also took from with the team. So yeah, that's cool to me that we are on the good way to make it moving forward. Thanks for that.
Yes. You're welcome. Thank you.
Lena Hashuk, your hand is risen. Do you still want to ask any questions, or is it just an error?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm on mobile and I couldn't delete it. So, oh, good.
That's fine.
No question.
That's
fine.
Don't worry.
Anybody else? No, not at the moment. Well, anyway, so just using this moment of silence, let me thank you for your attendance and for any feedback and any questions that you've shared with Helena. And also, I would like to call to action to all of you and just ask you if you would like to make a meeting like today. If you have any idea for a lecture, or you want to test yourself as a Scrum Master, whatever you want to do. I know you have your meetings in your cities, but you can also use this place. So just if you feel like doing anything, just let us know. You can email us on askoinfobase@gmail.com. We will leave that email address also in the description of this event on LinkedIn. So don't feel shy. We've made it today. You're sending us lots of love and everything, so I suppose we didn't make anything bad. So thank you so very much. If there's anything else you want to share, you want to say, last few minutes.
Thank you, Helena. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and your time with us. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for participating. Okay, guys, so we can finish. And please ask your questions through our LinkedIn page. Reach us there and ask the questions, and we will share with you presentation from the Miro board. Use all these tools in your job with pleasure. and ask your question. Thank you again.
Yeah, I'm also very happy that we've made it. Well done, Helena, and thank you again. Have a lovely, lovely evening, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.